It's Week 14 of the NFL. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Armadillos and the Shamrocks under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Austin Armadillos and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Austin ball club, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll try the left side. It's Frazier. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Ritter. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. We can look at this defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This is such a good year.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Sanders with a first down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second down, back to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life.
Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ritter will set up to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter now. He finds his man, complete. It's Frazier. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long now, Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Frazier. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ritter. Now he's loose, down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That was plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Frazier. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by pass is good, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Gesicki. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to pump this one away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Frazier. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Frazier looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Ritter back to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's going deep for Brown. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Austin's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Mahomes' throw going into the hands of Williams. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And all the way in for the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Frazier. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out. Maybe some...
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Chris Watkins. 72 yards. And the Shamrocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Ritter to throw it. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed,
but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tommy Trimble. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Armadillos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 3rd-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Dublin's offense now set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Frazier. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't look too well.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. On 1st down, it's Frazier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ritter will set up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Austin's offense ready to go again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mahomes going to throw.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chris Jones in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Escaping the pressure rate. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Sly able to put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter. And he's got his man on the out route. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Ritter looks to throw it. Finding Watkins.
That gets him the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Ritter.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Ritter. connects with Duvernay. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Ritter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Ritter. Got his man, Dell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Here's 1st down. Here's Ritter. That's complete to Dell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Ritter. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 4, 35 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's complete to Lamb. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mahomes. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 4. Mahomes to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Mahomes. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mahomes. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Mahomes, and he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I've got 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dubliners, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, the loss is number 8 for them on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.